All right. Crap. Before the comments section starts going crazy, let me emphasize real quick before we get into everything. This is not as big as it might seem. So, if you guys haven't noticed, the channel name recently changed to, I think it actually changed, I should have changed it today, depending on when this gets uploaded. It went from the original name, which is Nintendo Gamer 65, which is the username I've used on everything. I've used it on speedrun.com, I've used it on Scratch, which is where my kind of online creation journey started. Basically every public online persona I have, I've used Nintendo Gamer 65 over the last few years. And now the new channel name is NG65, which is the abbreviation that I've also been using for about a year and a half, but it's never been the official name. I've used it for promotional art, I've used it in the title of the animated series I've made. I usually consider it the best way to be addressed, but the official name's always been Nintendo Gamer 65, right? And it's now been completely changed, as far as YouTube goes, to NG65. So I'm rebranding. And I just want to kind of explain it a bit, because this is something I've been considering for a while. The brand of Nintendo Gamer 65 is something I've been building for almost 2.5 years now, I believe, maybe 2.25 years. It's a name I came up with, I saw it sounded good, and I went with it. And it ended up actually becoming a pretty big name with all the stuff I ended up doing. And now here on YouTube, if you guys haven't known, I just hit 400, excuse me. I just hit 400 subscribers. So, huge thing. This is actually starting to become serious. And I started to realize, obviously, yes, I'm the Nintendo YouTube guy. I'm not the one. Obviously, there's much bigger ones you can go watch. I've talked about them before, actually, some of my favorite Nintendo YouTubers. But, my channel's whole thing has been centered around Nintendo. And there's a good reason for that. It's because I love Nintendo stuff. I appreciate the company. I like their games. I like their consoles. And generally, that's where most of my gaming journey has been. But, I like other stuff, too. I started doing a Portal series on the channel. I've considered Pizza Tower recently. There's been a bunch of other, indie games I've had on, I've been finding on Steam and stuff. And, all this stuff would be so cool to do on the channel. And I just, I've had so many ideas for my own things and concepts. And it's but the whole concept of having the channel branded around Nintendo, having that be literally half the username, it kind of feels restricting. It feels like I have to link that back to everything in some way. Or every time I do something completely unrelated to a Nintendo thing, it's just super off-brand and not really what is expected from my subscribers. And I don't want that. If you guys are gonna bother subscribing to me, I should be giving you what I sell, what I promote. So the big reason for the rebrand is just being more freeing, being more of a this is my own name, this is my own company. And yes, while I do use the term Nintendo in the name, or I did, it was still it was my own creation. I came up with a name, I've been using it, and the reason it's become a somewhat known name, and I'm not trying to be oh, I'm so famous stuff. No, of course not. But the reason it has become a name that's semi-recognizable by the people who watch me is because of the stuff I've made. But at the same time, that's still constantly being linked back to the concept of Nintendo. And also the gamer part of it. Even on that note, I've gotten a lot more of my popularity, and I've poured a lot more of my time into stuff that's actually not gaming. On YouTube generally, mostly it's gaming, but I've done a ton of animation. Especially recently, I've been super into animation and art and learning stuff. I've done commentary, I've written scripts, I've voice acted, there's all these other things I love doing. And while gaming is my main thing, and I plan to keep it that way, because I think it's a great way to make YouTube content, and I think I'm personally better at it than most other things I could be doing. It really all goes back to that concept of I just want to be able to upload whatever and have it really fit in with how I show the channel off to people. Because technically, yeah, I could just upload whatever, and say, oh, well, just, yeah, here's a new video. But I think it's a better, honestly, like, I think it's generally a better business choice, which I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm a high school YouTuber, and I'm talking about business choices. But I think it's a better business choice. I think it's a more honest form of branding. And I feel more freeing being able to just say, yeah, NG65, this is my brand. Like, this is my creation. That's, when you see that name, that's, like, you think of my stuff, not, oh, the guy who plays Nintendo games. So it may seem a little silly, but I've been thinking about it for a while, and I was like, yeah, you know what? It's time for a rebrand of the YouTube channel. Scratch, I won't be rebranding for multiple reasons. One, they straight up don't let you. You're not allowed to change your username, which kind of makes sense. You know, it's not as big of a website. But also just because, like, that doesn't really matter as much. Scratch, I don't really, like, depend on for any sort of future income. Scratch also just don't keep up with as much. I know most of my subscribers really probably don't know about Scratch. But that's like where I started like a year before YouTube. That's where I code. I still post art and projects and stuff there. But the big YouTube rebrand is really as far as it's going to be going. And it's NG65. Like, it's still based off of the original brand I created. And that's the big thing. Because at first I was like, oh, I want to rebrand, but like, how far do I want to go? Like, I start thinking of like all these big new names. I start thinking back to like usernames I haven't thought of in 5 years for ideas. And I'm like, do I really need to go that far? Like, I already have something built here. I have something right in front of me that's still recognizable, but is completely separate and is like representative of my creation. Why not just go with NG65? And I swear, if any of you in the comments start talking about me being a rip-off SMG4 again, things are not gonna go well, okay? I'm not. But, yeah. And who knows, it might eventually change again someday. But for now, I think this is currently the brand I want to go with for the channel. And right now, it's just been a name change. I do plan to, sometime in the near future, probably change up the banner, like channel description, the icon, all that. Give it a more definitive one that I feel like I can stick with. That's all stuff I was thinking of even long before the rebrand. You know, I've changed my YouTube icon like 20 times since I started up the channel. Getting some more like definitive good stuff for that too. So it's not completely over right now. It's just a name change. But I thought it'd be good to discuss this so everyone kind of understood the reasoning behind a pretty big change. I mean, it's the change of the channel name itself. You know, this is kind of what represents me, along with my content. And also, I just kind of like, I wanted to tell the story. I thought it was interesting. So I hope you guys can all, you know, understand my reasoning. I thank you all for sticking around the channel, 400 subscribers. I really wish I could be doing a lot more right now, but in case none of you know, I've been... oh, wow. I've been incredibly sick the last few days. I've also been getting like flash flood warnings. School's been chaotic. It's been a complete mess where I've really been in shambles. I've been having some good time just sitting down and drawing for a while, improving my skills. But besides that, I haven't had much opportunities. Yeah, if you're still here, by the way, like, I really want to make a video of the Pokemon stream. That would be huge. That'd be super fun. I'm still working on the marathon video, believe it or not. Yeah, that's still being a thing. I'm like halfway through the script now, which is pretty significant. Hopefully the edit will go faster once I have something to like read off and edit from. But I do eventually, I'm going to finish that video. I hope to finish it like within 6 months of recording it. Which is still a while off. So hopefully I can get it done sooner rather than later. Get that up for you guys. I've got other fun stream ideas, video ideas planned. I'm just not really in a state to be doing that right now. But I'm working on getting better with it. I just got a busy life. But thank you all for sticking around. Hope you like the new channel name. I promise I'm not really drastically changing anything else. It's just the branding. I still make the same goofy videos. I just have more freedom to be open to new possibilities. So, yeah, that's really it. I'll see you guys probably whenever the next video is stream. Probably on Saturday stream, honestly. Yeah, I stream every Saturday. Go watch those. Anyway, bye-bye, everyone.